WP, but the CT side start for G2.
And double Julies this time. Oh, common to see one for the hut control, but here we go, and Yard to be tested. Now, NiKo loves a bit of Yard, he loves his clicks, and he has been on form ever since his arrival into Stockholm for that major. Now here at the tail end of the winter season, NiKo has already racked up some damage. Fozy low, Rez puts NiKo even lower. The battle of the P250s converted by the T side. You can see hampus lingering by that. But for now, they loudly descend. Now that's bomb on Plopsky. Kenny tucked in dark. The crossfire is potent down lower. It's actually more of a gap top.
It's causing a fake, so they're rotating back up now. So looking to come through main here as they all slink up secret together. hampus to swing open the door. Esatag and Co to come in through main.
I'm not sure it's the perfect weapon for that Heaven fight. Now, unfortunately, it's not coming immediately.
If they go Heaven, it'll be better. If they go through main, those Julies could chomp. But this rotation time right now that G2 have been afforded here, are they aware that the rotation is coming back around? Jack's starting to work this one out. If they go up and over, he won't see anything. And, well, unfortunately for him, that is the option they've...
Hunter can't leave this, so it is just going to be a very unfavorable duel. If it's Rez, he's got a good shot. But not the best weapon for this engagement. And if they take contact first, it seems they will. Creeping in, Hunter. Spots, hard to control. He does find... Oh, okay, Hunter. No issues with the Julie's long range. hampus and Esatag trying to piece together a response. Bomb scooped. Safe plant. hampus would Glock up against USPs. It's a headshot angle, but... a late rotate now. You can see Jax is just a bit late to join the pack, or rather, Zamanek. So just a three-man contact walk. And here they come, the waterfall of blue. It's too much for them. And a great pistol. G2 can count on Hunter when they need him.
That is crazy. He was firing that like it was a deagle, right? Like how long he was taking between each shot at range. The Julies, they normally do the best work when they're running in your direction. You have 30 bullets, you can pepper them down. That is mental right there to see that type of contribution from Hunter from that position. This is crazy. Look how slow he's taking. I know we're in a little bit of slow-mo there, but he was taking his time between shots. That was wild. And we'll give a big thumbs up to that man on your screen right there. Jax calls the pistols for this team. He loves it. And there's a successful one. G2, they've been a bit all over the place with their pistols. That's a great way to kick this one off. But here we go, NiP.
Keeping it simple, though. Just 3-0 water falling in. They retake successfully. Now into the rifles. hampus likes to lead by example. He's armored to the teeth. Equipped and ready. Hunter with a quick tutorial for his re-smoke.
Want to be able to do that as safe as possible, guys. Don't want to be putting yourself in the crosshairs. And up and over he goes on top of the hut, just making sure nobody slipped on down. But the pace has taken off this. Now, hampus and Rez have the AKs, but they also have big bags of utility on their belt. Smokes, flashes, mollies, you name it, they've got it. Jax is looking to ruin the party here. Nice little position taken in the crossfire with Kenny and NiKo. Kenny can take first contact, NiKo can sweep on out. Also, if they try and drop off main, he can deal with any of that. And is just really taking the pace out of this one. U2 coming through now towards the yard position on high alert. NiKo takes a peek, doesn't see anybody home just yet.
Yeah, hampus on top of that roof. I mean, he's gobbled the flash, hasn't revealed himself.
But if the AKs don't get any fights outside, Alex, they're going to have to force the issue here. And they're running out of time.
Starting to. Still, NiKo has vision. He doesn't spot hampus, but Kenny might be able to adjust. And wow, Rez is already gone. hampus has to try and be a hero here, but Kenny hidden as well. Loud for the relocate. Okay, he's given a chance. Gets a chunk taken out of him, and that should be all they have to celebrate. Esatag and Plopsky up the creek without the paddle.
Snade.
Yeah, and look at their health. It is a grim state of affairs with no time and no health. This one will just fall apart at the seams. Plopsky's up next on the chopping block, and Hunter takes a quick slice.
All right, weren't close enough to get to those AK-47s towards yards. That's a little bit rough, but they do walk away with a round, and now NiP should be on a bit of an eco here. Now, another little drama that's going to happen in lieu of Device not being able to compete here for the team is Esatag's link. If communication was a little bit wobbly, right, in terms of Device doing it quickly and Danish is gone, but they can always default to English, right? They all can speak English very, very well. But there are those communication issues now being referenced by the team.
Yeah, and we'll see the difference that winning that CT pistol makes. This is the first CT pistol they've won at IEM Winter.
Well, that's nice.
And building upon it very comfortably is NiKo, taking the head off of Hampus, and Kenny responsible for Yard as well.
Yeah, you mentioned NiKo here. We might see a bit more farming out of him, but now that James has been eliminated from the tournament and his series performance in the last, NiKo's taken the highest rated player status of the tournament now, and I'm sure he'd love to build on that.
He was trying to show Kenny how it was done with just the silenced M4. No need for a scope and no need for any help. Hunter is farming. But Farmer doesn't have the same ring to it.
Oh. Used to be in the team in WA where I'm from called Farmers.
We are farmers.
Oh.
And Rez, he is sharp, he's crispy, and if he could somehow pick up that bomb and disappear. Hunter's currently posted up, so it will not be a safe passage to Secret.
This would have to be the ace here from Rez.
Yeah, and don't forget the first shot of this sequence was insanely long range. He could do it again. Oh my God, Rez! That is ungodly. Looking for an ace clutch on just this
Jax
pistol.
is down here. Jax is down here. There's no way he's going to expect him to already be in position. The best move for Rez is up the vent, but it looks like he's trying his luck towards lower here. Vent to top would be the call. There's no way. There is no way.
He's prepared, but yeah, this door will swing open and not looking the right way. Jax.
What a round, though.
Stops disaster in its tracks.
What
Damn.
a round.
Yeah, Rez, you hit some scorchers right there. Nothing but headshots.
That was some mammoth shots.
This one. Oh, goddess. And then there's more.
They just kept coming, didn't they? Some absolute bangers there from Rez as he runs on down Secret, doesn't he? Quickly tucks tail, but look, the AKs are out now and some problems as far as G2's economy goes early. They will need to convert this one here to build themselves that buffer. Kenny into the big green, and MP9 for poor Hunter here. Oh, Kenny aggressive AWPing. Well, they know that NiKo likes to go aggressive as well, so I'm sure that NiP will be on high alert for any of these little maneuvers. But, oh.
Yeah, that's nearly 2 kills, actually, straight through a smoke. And Kenny, postured up, forward, punishes Hampus' cross. This could be a quick one, you know.
Yeah, you'll take that, won't you? 1.5 kills for NiKo. Kenny with one of his own, and now just 3 to find as they are just going to dribble on out into this round. More utility being dumped in the hands of Hunter here to keep that squeaky door smoked on off. Little delivery service there. But look at the reposition from Kenny as well. This is what you want to do if you're an AWPer, guys. May as well give you a little bit of a tutorial here. Take the shot towards out, hyper-aggressive, rotate all the way over towards ramp, rejig the setup, make things as awkward as possible right now. And, well, set for success are G2.
Yeah, that main smoke's very commonplace, and it's nice and deep, but oh, Plopsky on the react from that. Jack's just lingering in the rafters. NiKo's got info safely. He's managing his angle well, and he's threatening to Rez.
Oh.
They're so damn low.
What are they going to do? Get lured into NiKo's position and die to Amanek here?
I think that might be the end of that.
Yep.
Hello? Confirmation of presence, but NiKo at least gone. Rez would have to continue to build upon this. 2 on this top site. Kenny could make it 3. And you've only got 20 seconds. Rez knows how valuable his life is. A big contribution from Fozy, but they don't clear their corners. And with Plopsky down, it's another round for G2. Sweat off the brow and still undefeated. These AKs now falling into enemy hands.
Yeah, that's nice. They didn't get the AKs on the second round, but they'll pick up 3 this time round and drop some guns across one more time. Not sure if Kenny's going to have enough funds here to get the AWP out again. That is a little drama, but NiP opting to go for another 4-spy scenario here. So it's not an all-in, right? It is actually more of a half-buy here. Rez is the one who's invested quite heavily into the AK. A couple of goodies around it. The rest are pistols with armor, light util, so they will be able to buy in the next by virtue of the max loss bonus.
Gone for a very quick wall of smokes here, so there will be information denied right out of the gate. And he's across.
Oh, Hunter just burnt in their own molly?
I think he was trying to be a bit fancy with it, yeah.
That is a lot of damage to sustain early here, but NiKo, he's already, well, locked on in, but looking the wrong way. Molly's going to be deep, I think. Oh, no, Molly's perfect. I tell a lie.
Yeah, and they're coming towards Amanek's domain. Long range. Lovely find. He's ready for the follow-up. I say that. Very low now. Could be run down if Kenny can't provide the support. He spots one. Overrun. Overrun completely. Now more weapons. 2 rifles to ply their trade. Essa tag. Lucky to be alive. Through the floorboards. Jack's just shy. NiKo now in the aggression, and Hampus the hard clear. Oh, yes. Hampus's Deagle has found another head, and NiP starting to look threatening. They've got so much space, Chad, and they're theory crafting now. A top pop from hampus up the vent. Fozy has lost lobby completely. They full committed to their ramp push. So
they are going lower here. Amanek trying to reposition during all of this, and if he can get behind hampus and get this kill, it will facilitate the vent drop. So clearing this out for Amanek is everything. Is he going to clear his corners? Yes. hampus is dead, and now the rotation can come on down.
Yeah, and Amanek knows what's up. You know hampus is holding that rotate for this low commit, and Jax is going to be very quick on this. Heard it. Could deny it. Fozy does get the bomb in, but loses his head. Jax now farming for the remaining two.
For his teammates now, Jax, he's allowing Hunter and Amanek to play into the round next.
And there's the head, not the frag. Plopsky living on. Plenty of time on this. He needed to finish the job onto Amanek, and it puts S-Attack into dire circumstance. With 20 HP, it's just not to be.
Handled.
And G2 remain untouched, unscathed here on their defense.
I think that's virtue of the door there that Amanek survives. It must have been a tag through just what was remaining of the door. Otherwise, he was low enough to go down to a deagle bullet from that range. So not to convert right there, but threatening. Considering the buy situation, the 1 AK, the upgraded pistols, pretty good round. And a few of them are being close now. So not too shabby, but this kill right here from Amanek, that was masterful. The fact that he gets that kill onto hampus is absolutely everything as far as the rotation towards the lower site goes. So great stuff here. Amanek makes a lot of sacrifices for this team. He's now taking over Nex's roles while Kenny is stepping into his. Now, no AWP here for round number 6, but the AKs are out in full force, and Rez's aim has been looking hot to trot.
I mean, that deagle round alone is a quick reminder of what this dude is capable of and why he was thrust into that jersey, but thrust into the lobby.
The ladder.
I can't believe the ladder may have cost him, but it doesn't matter. The round is theirs. They've just surged in, stolen.
They don't know he's here.
They
don't know he's here.
Okay, yeah, a flank on the flankers. Aggression, finding two. Oh, here's Rez again with a demonstration. He's given NiP around. hampus combines. But with such low HP, NiKo set for success. They heard the impact and they line up for him. What is that for a round of Counter-Strike?
Yeah, give us more of that.
1 minute 16 as that round finishes. We had like a
lobby biff.
30-second 5v5 MMA fight.
Well, the thing is right there, if you're NiP going, all right, we've got the guns out, now we'll take it slow, we'll play a default round, we'll use our utility. Jack says, nah, straight on in. You feel like Rez has done enough. I didn't even see the lineup. That is perfect for NiKo right there. Could not get better.
Oh, good vibrations in that G2 camp, and quite the contrary. Again, the close but no cigar. Rez looked good for that. But just the collat. Round 7, map 1, semi 2. He's trying the walk and flash, a bit of a Ropsy maneuver, and down goes Hunter. Top site should be theirs, and it is now as the deal is sealed.
They have to convert this one. You'd imagine now, big number advantage here. No way back in, no brawl. Kenny's out of position, bomb goes down, 40 seconds thrust onto the clock, and maybe, just maybe a save here. Those rounds have been so close. Kenny loses his AWP. That's a nice shot from hampus. But you can see this NiPT side with a bit of pace about it.
Yeah, 2 stand-in AWPs.
Isn't that wild?
And they couldn't be more contrasting. I'll give you a great figure. Kenny S was beginning his professional career in 2012 when he joined Verigames CSS. Fozy would have been 9 years old. And then I've got some more for you. Career kills. Fozy has 9,700 registered.
Okay.
Kenny has 48,807.
I see.
So in terms of them both playing the same role, sure. In terms of them being the same person, far from it. Both standing in. But the legendary legacy of Kenny S stands in the stats. And that is NiP's first. They've finally broken their silence, and it looks like they've even broken the bank.
It is a bit wild, though, like everybody getting a turn at the NiP starting roster this year. I know this is virtue of Device not feeling 100%, but the fact is they've had ZTR, they've had LNZ, and now they've got Fozy, who decided he didn't want to have a 3-letter name, so respect to him. He's gone for a 4-letter name instead. But a little bit battered and broken here, G2. It was a 6-0 start, 6-1 it now reads, and a force buy back in with not the best of purchases. Couple of pistols, couple of rifles, an MP9. It's going to be a hard round to win here. Oh.
Jax really liked what he did last time. He wants some more of that.
Yeah, that's just that's a lobby crunch. We've all done that.
Yeah, we've all called it. We don't think it always works as well as that.
Definitely not. And now they can actually regather here. Now, if they want to go around towards heaven, they're not going to get there in time. Positions have been retaken. Here's Kenny's deagle.
Yeah, okay. Well, shy of the mark and quickly put back in his place. Rez finds his 10th frag. Now, he's been doing this consistently. It's Fozy that saves him. Very promising scenes now as Jax, who started this round for G2, will go down. From behind, hampus has got there quick.
Quick reactions. Very quick to take space there was hampus, and that's a huge kill to find. Fozy With a chance, but down.
Oh my god.
Well then.
There shouldn't be anything more to be said about
NiKo
this.
has a kit.
Yeah, and Amanek's going to take space. He's at least got one, and Plopsky's dealt with the issue. They'll weather it comfortably. We will see 2 in a row for the Ninjas in pajamas.
And that right there should be an eco round coming forward for G2. So the hard work's done by NiP. It was round after round that were very close. Remember that Res Deagle round and a couple more that were coming down to the wire. So they've broken through. Now it's about continuing to add on rounds here.
Damn, when you take a look at the shoes he's filling as well for Fozy. Device, he may have been under the weather, but his stats don't show it. He is in top 3 for almost all stats, from rating to ADR to kills per round. The dude was at the top.
Yes, big problems, isn't it? It's curious to see them going for Nuke, which is quite a technical map.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you'd think perhaps throw him into a nice little bit more of a puggy realm, let Rez farm some heads, go to a Mirage or Dust 2. An Ancient, as the guys at the desk discussed. Jax over the flames doesn't catch the tip of Hampus's head, so his adventures so far unaddressed.
This is where Hampus gets real naughty. Oh, one spotted. Should be an easy kill here.
Oh, nice. It's nice of Kenny to be able to not only get the information, but maybe a bit more. Finished off now, well handled by Hampus. Unless NiKo fancies doing what we know he's capable of, Hampus will just have a field day here.
Yeah, good stuff from Hampus to expect another so close so quickly. Now it is up to NiKo to stop them from getting into main here. We'll have to hit some absolute crackers of shots from this range.
Oh, it is such a hard angle. And yeah, he's probably disappointed in himself on such a tight line. Still can't find that head. And they're into the site. There is a bit of a window here from Hunter. If he could maybe stop the plant with a double dink. Okay, and he has.
30 seconds.
He's gotten away. NiP, this is where comms can get the better of you. They're keeping track nicely. Hunter can only really be in hut. And Plopsky will work it out.
Okay, look, it got a little bit messy, but you're going to be happy with that type of a round from NiP. Hampus taking a lot of space, and if he can start to feel the game, that's one of the positives that you look towards as Hampus is the in-game leader. Can find a lot of room, put you in a position to make things very awkward. We do have a technical timeout here, so it shouldn't be too long before we get this one back underway. Here's the opener with the Deagle. You can see NiKo just taking pot shots through the smoke. Rez greeting him with the dome right there. And Kenny, as soon as he gets in that position, it's limbo, right? Like, it's almost like ring around the rosy at that point, because those vents, am I tucking this way, am I tucking that way? He's probably not going to get away. Trying to close down the distance to make that USP a little bit more deadly. Couldn't get it done, and yeah, we have just lost... Who have we lost from the server here? We've lost Kenny from the server, so we'll just get him back on in. We've also lost Fozy on the other side of things. So this one here, it's a double technical timeout, one for each.
Okay. So
it's the 2 stand-ins as well.
If I asked you, Chad, because I know you haven't been attending the Counter-Strike ping pong tournaments.
No, I haven't.
They've been going on throughout the week, especially in the days off. If there is 2 of the top ping pong Counter-Strike players are in the server tonight.
Really?
And so you can play a quiz with everyone at home as to whom they might be.
Do I get multiple choice, or do I have to pick from everybody?
What would you prefer? I can give you a top 3, but I mean, then it's kind of...
No, yeah, don't. Okay.
Let your theory craft itself.
Jackie Boy always seems like quite a sporty individual to me. So can I put him in as one of my first contributors?
Bang on the money.
Yeah, he does. He feels, and I feel like he's got the swagger for a pretty good table tennis arm.
He is very coordinated. If you can dance, you can probably play ping pong.
Okay, so he's one.
That's what they say.
How many more do I have to get here?
There is one other.
On the other team?
That was keeping him on his toes in the ping pong championship.
On his team?
Oh, yes. Indeed.
Okay. Ooh. You know what? It's going to come a bit from left field here, but I think that could be Amanek.
Oh, you're such a geek.
I just think that Amanek, you know, he studied the way. Like Amanek's in there. He's in there and
like swimwear. Yeah. He really was. Yeah. So that's it. You nailed it. The best 2 ping pongers of the tournament.
Other than Carl.
Other than Carl, the legendary name. NiKo, you know, he's got Hampus dead to rights here if he stuck around. Now Loud on his exit. He had info behind the wall, so no immediate alarm bells, but they could be ratting it, and he knows it too.
He's in the open here, the top. Oh.
So many angles to be worried about. This is why you put your star player in yard, and you've got to be so alert. Well played to NiKo. You could see just the mechanics of his brain procedurally solving that mystery. Kenny, blind spot. Okay for it. Quick flick and at least a trade. Amanek's gone and Kenny's being overrun. Tight line, well tracked. Knows there's another. Can't handle Fozy. But NiKo quick to the draw for the trade. Keeps things in favor and stable.
Oh, Esthetag got here at the start of the round, so the space is great, but the fact they haven't been able to build anything off the back of it, a big drama right now. For him, it's damage, right? There has been a lot of damage that they've been able to throw down range towards G2, so if he can find a rifle, find a couple more kills, I don't know if winning the round is in his control, considering where that bomb has dropped. Time now looking to bear on 35 seconds, and this is not a position I envy.
G2 going for, you know, a lot of these lobby crunches. We've seen it twice now. Then we've just seen it a third time with Kenny going for an aggressive trophy walk. I mean, this is clearly a game plan, right? Is this something to disrupt the NiP boys?
I think it also takes the guesswork out of a lot of this. As opposed to playing the rotation game, you're playing the fights. NiKo is looking the wrong way.
Yeah, but loudly stampeding. He's not going to clear his corners, so... You'll make that 11. Hunter and NiKo with 21 frags together.
And this is something that we've seen out of G2 consistently. I know that you and I have touched on it a couple times ever since the roster first came together with Nexa and Hunter joining the team, and the communication wasn't on point. This was 2019. I believe this was Malmo, and they were very aggressive lobby there. We saw it at the major with them as well. So it's a bit of a common thread for G2.
And a parallel with NiP in terms of, you know, they had to change their gameplay due to different difficulties in communication.
Sure.
What are NiP currently faced with? Exactly the same. And now without the assistance of the quasi-Swede Deve.
Smoke wall's down again here, and NiKo's already had some luck through these smokes. This time not going to find any damage, and the battle behind the smokes is against Hampus, but look how aggressive they are again. Amanek pushed up with the MP9. It's such a sketchy battle, right? Timings of smokes, worried about pops through, and NiKo does it with such poise and grace. But Plopsky, you're going to clear your corners here. Maybe not now. Crosshair right place, right time. Amanek dead, 4v4.
Yeah, and look how much space they got in yard. Hampus, no smoke, and yeah, some serious confidence in his movements there. Costs him his life. NiKo passive, Molotov Dop, Hunter's made it. Hunter's made it. They don't even clear him. And Kenny's collecting shots. Look at the discipline. Hunter needs to finish now. Fozy's his next victim. And a stylish tap for good measure. 8 for G2.
Yeah, Kenny there, maybe a little bit hard done by. You know, Hunter taking his time, but eventually mops up the mess. And we have another technical timeout called here. This is to extend the series, because if we keep going in this fashion, it might be over real quick. But this is great from Kenny, right? Maybe gets a little bit too hungry for the next kill, knowing that Hunter's the next in line, but regardless, does not matter. Kill comes on in, and lovely shooting there from Hunter. Had a good chat to him the other day. Hopefully the content piece is coming up soon with him. I'd love for people to hear a little bit more. But you can see we've got League Ops right there, trying to sort out these issues.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's a proper job.
A full unplug. That's, you know, reboot, plug it in, unplug it. We even got Santa Claus.
Turn it on and off again.
Santa's brought the torch. He brought Rudolph.
It was kind of rude of everyone, really, wasn't it? Like, he was sidelined by Dear Society.
It's a bit wild.
They didn't like him. They treated him differently because he looked different.
Yep.
And then when they needed him most, he still helped them out.
He saved the day, really.
Rudolph is essentially just, you know, another savior.
Yeah.
You know, he turned the other cheek. Oh, Rudolph is a metaphor for Jesus. Okay. Oh, I'm glad we worked it out.
He was the bigger reindeer.
Yeah, he forgave all their sins and saved the day. And probably was born again in the second story.
That's always up to no good, aren't
Can't trust him, you know? You got the fancy names, you got the good looks. Chatting smack to good old Rudy.
Didn't get the nose.
Didn't get the nose.
Didn't get the snarls.
And everybody knows how important that nose was. Okay, God, let's hope this game gets back started soon.
Okay.
Oh, phew, okay.
Pit stop. We're done.
Sorry about that.
Quicker than a Formula 1 race, apparently. Don't know if that's true. Don't know anything about Formula 1.
It's soon or today, because lots of people are talking.
Okay, so the cars go fast, brum brum.
Brum brum. And sometimes they change their wheels sometimes as well.
Oh, that's cool. You like changing wheels.
Yeah, well, we're going to change our pace because NiP are doing the same. Charging yard, smokes are up, and bosh! Oh, bodies nearly dropped. Massive gap. Oh, and NiKo's here to fill it up.
That's a forced error right there. That Molotov, real problems.
Oh, NiKo, here we go. I can feel it. Yeah, that's lovely. The tap as well for good measure. He is a force to be reckoned with. Nikola Kovac, and straight off the back of an extended timeout, just reminding them, he's still warm, still warm.
Yeah, no dramas here, boys. Don't worry about it. Now, was that a forced error? Where is the smoke?
I just don't think they threw it. Maybe they wanted to underhand it, and they just...
Well, this is
or they're screaming in Swedish.
Yeah.
Underhand, and he just...
But that's even the issues with, like, Fozy, for example, right? Depending on what they call that strat. Now, I know that they said they're familiar, and I think it was ZTR who said that, you know, they actually brought in some of the ways that hampus likes to approach the game with the main team into the Young Ninjas, which is the academy team. Yeah, look, not everything is going to be the same. And how familiar could hampus possibly be with the tools down there in his shed? You know, he doesn't go out there often. But that was just a bit of a half purchase from NiP.
Yeah, quickly put it back in its place. You can see the ADR, though. Looks like things have been going quite well over in the Res camp. He was pulling his weight. Looked like Fozy was keeping up with him somehow with his 4 frags.
Fozy's got 53, Res has 98. And NiKo has 141.
141. It's a pretty damn good average. Frag and a half. And
who's got the LNZ stickers on their gun? Is that Fozy?
Maybe he's representing his teammate.
Maybe.
Ooh, Jax has got your...
Oh, it is too.
Pointy toes. Oh, I do think the golden AK is a nice touch here, hampus, but can you deliver the gold when it matters most? A headshot angle up against an AWPer, not fun. Round 13, looking for those openers, but at least it's kept level. Okay, one from Rez and Jax. Hampus has got a lot of gaps here. Now, with Jax gone, they know Rafters is unlikely occupied. They can focus their attention on sight. Hunter in this blind spot. To come clear. Good dink exchange, but he tracks them so well. Keeps it level. Kenny twists the knife. And Esatag, a much more favorable clutch this time, has starting to lay down the law. That first one cost him too much. And Amanex there to leech what little blood remained. 10 now for G2. And this is on that T side. If they can be kept as humble as this could be a very quick tour of Cedar Creek.
Yeah, this was their map choice as well. We have Dust 2 coming up next. Pick, and if this goes the way I think most of us would be expecting it to, that'll set us up for a rematch between G2 and Vitality. That was the game that G2 had to win in 2-1 fashion to put themselves straight through to the semifinals, but we find them now. It was a 16-14 Vertigo, a 16-14 Mirage, and an Inferno that was a 16-9. So that's going to be a best of 5 tomorrow if we need to get there. But let's see. NiP, they're not done just yet. And, well, another interesting looking buy. An AK for Rez, pistols for the rest. And I feel like I've said that a couple of times so far this series. But here's Kenny, mobile once more. This time back towards the ramp box and a couple on his plate.
Oh, he doesn't let that one slip. That was the rifle as well. Gives up control, calls for aid.
New Kenny as well. A pick and fall.
Yeah, you're proud, are you? Oh, hello. Well, Amanek was dispatched to warn Jax, but both of them have been forced off. One now down. Jax dead at the top of the ladder. Risks taken, space taken. Fozy with some proactive play. A big dig out of Esatag. Tags up Kenny close. The finish could come in. Kenny getting a bit scary with it. But the bomb can be planted. And Amanek, unless Plopsky completely fluffs his lines, shouldn't have a way back in. Now they do. A 2-on-2. Bomb contested. So blind. Hampus sets Esatag up for the plan. And now NiKo. I mean, Hampus could miss his AWP shot. The fact he's committed to the AWP is the way in. Jumping for info. This is the shot. Okay, NiKo is so scary. Esatag saves them. A triple kill from the Dane and a fist bump for good measure. They needed that.
Good round to win, right? Good round to win. I mentioned it was a bit of a crippled buy. It wasn't a full investment by any means. And now going into the final round of play, they've actually set themselves up in a position to potentially secure that 5th.
Yeah, and this was off the back of Rez going down first, you know? When you had one real rifle, they've done well to recover it, and Esatag gets all the credit.
I wonder if Esatag spotted it on the jump there, because he was jumping to try and see where the player was in main. But a little bit frustrated there, NiKo. Things are going well. Things are going great. I guess the problem here for the final round of the first half, round number 15, is the swag 7 in the hands of Hunter, but don't worry about it. NiKo will sort you out with another opening kill, 4v5 once more.
It's just like, I have to do everything myself.
All right, guys, let me just get the yard kill, push into main, spam another guy down to about half HP. I'll go back towards yard or check the smokes. It's the NiKo show.
It is.
Kenny can just stay perched here. That means Tag is trapped towards Squeaky.
Oh,
Hunter needs to clear his corners.
This is a bit much.
It's the worst weapon for the job, mate.
Oh, a horrible way to go down, and we will come straight back in with a 4-on-4. Damn, he got robbed of that worst weapon for that engagement. Plenty of time between pumps. Oh, just in the open. Fozy fought out, and thankfully Rez is there. That's his 15th frag, but he's keeping NiP in it, and a 5th round does feel near compulsory. A silent descent out of Tag. Now, that's not the bomb.
You'd love to get Plopsky down here,
Go on.
too.
They're taking a chance here. The smoke is fading, but they're on a passive setup. Kenny does not have that info. So now, all advantages point in one direction, and it's NiP's, especially if Amanek starts to address it through Secret. Is he clearing? He is. And now a big scalp taken.
3-on-2 lower site retake here. This one is looking good for G2, but they have to piece this one together quickly. There is no defuse kit in play, and all three are coming down through Secret, so one avenue of attack.
Yeah, very light on util as well. No pressure from a smoke. It's just those flashbangs. Tag and Plopsky demanded the 2v3. And Kenny, good for the clear. That is easy pickings. They haven't cleared dark, and they know it. Time is a factor. No kit, don't forget, but they do run him down. Run to the bomb, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's surely gonna be another. Yeah, well played. NiP 2v3 with just the one frag. That's one way to end the half and to keep it competitive. This is their turf. NiP not really delivering in buckets and spades. 5 to work with heading into the defense. We'll be right back.
Do you think you know everything about CSGO? Then stay alert and look out for the DHL drop quiz on the ESL CSGO Twitch channel.
Tell me now why you want to wait. Running out of words you wanna say. I've been looking for you.
It's on Pro CS. He's been up in limbo, up for debate, doesn't know what he wanted to do with his time, but he seems to have been bitten by that passionate bug again for the game that he blew up in. We'll be seeing more of Kenny S taking to that T side now with G2. NiP, they really do have to lay down a solid defense here to convince Chad that this isn't a quick nuke.
Yeah, the pistol round here is where this one starts. And NiKo with the P250 in his hands and already 19 kills to his name. He's been hitting some absolute bangers, and poor Fozy towards Yard is the man to deal with that. I say poor, has hit the first, battling for the second. NiKo can't control it, and he gets away with his life.
But not for long, though. Fozy's being run down. He does have some support, and quick to the draw is Jax. What is that from hampus?
Hello?
A pair of frags in very quick succession. Kenny not long for the world as well. And just walking past one of them as it fades. He's got a good shot, but that'll do. A compulsory pistol in the bag, and Fozy with the name in the feed.
Good way to start things off there. A lot of pressure was coming his way. The fact that he did get away allowed the rotation to come in. Hampus, Peekaboo, he's head up through Secret. Tag coming out Heaven as well. And this was how it all started. So nice precision. Oh, that shot onto Jax is mental. You could see
Off the goosh.
That is wild. I don't even know if he meant to hit that, but he'll take it.
Yeah, you got some NS in the chat from Jax, and he's a sharp gamer himself, so you take those.
Double scout T side. Now this is a curious approach right here, to say the least.
If anyone doesn't speak Chad, that means he's not seen this all too often.
Just doesn't make a lot of sense.
No. Watch it work.
Well, the thing is, like, they could get a fight against Fozy, right? He's over towards the CT box right now with a scout of his own. But the bigger issue is Hampus. Pistols are going to have to clear him out. Oh, and I don't know if you're going to be jiggling that one again. It's tags either way. Both 31 points of health remaining here.
That's some alchemy between the two of them there, an equivalent exchange.
Now, this is where the dramas really do start to begin, because they push the scout back, but they still need to keep taking yard space, right? You have to take the yard space. You can't really opt to go anywhere else with this. A pick towards ramp is one option, but now we're at about 1 minute on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how with Amanek posted up on Secret, NiKo can essentially work. But there is a timer on this. You can't plant in yard, as my mum used to say.
Big Counter-Strike fan, your mum.
Oh, she loves it.
If they get down Secret, oh no, they're gonna fight. This is where Hampus is gonna do his best work. That's an M4.
That is an M4, Chad, and that's on the floor.
There's 35 seconds left.
If Rez goes down to the NiKo scout, he's got 2. Admittedly, with 30 seconds left, if you could somehow get that bomb to the low site, you'd be screaming, but that's NiKo on Unbreakable. How is he supposed to get the bomb anywhere?
Oh, Lord.
Okay, NiKo. What are you doing? They have to clear it. There still shouldn't be a way to win this round. With 14 seconds, it's supposed to be over.
Oh.
It is now.
Knows where he is.
Amanek tags him. That could have actually been it.
Whoa.
Had that been the headshot, I mean, yeah, give him a fist bump, but that's just a celebration of evading NiKo. God.
How did he kill Hampus?
I mean, he is something else. He is something else.
Oh.
This one, amazing. But he even builds upon it. He punishes Rez here.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Some absolute bangers there. Well, you'd be tempted into a buy, and NiKo's going to go for the scout again.
Yeah, I like that, guys. I like that. Let me have another go.
Can I go again? Oh, it has a scope? Why didn't I know about this the whole time?
Fozzy's scouts to be tested here. Now he might get messed around with. They're playing with his peaks and peppering him now. Ooh, lovely tap on the P250. Holds his nerve. And gets away from the hunt of NiKo. In fact, puts one
I don't think this round is
downrange. It's not happening again.
Not again. Now you're on 9 HP. Don't be silly.
Fozzy's quaking in his boots.
Look at this.
It's NiKo's favorite box. He knows his angles well.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew, everyone can breathe.
Panic over.
Jax is sharp, but I think this one we can call it almost donezoed. Scoreline now going to be looking at 10-8 here as it is just Amanek to find, and they will. Plopsky finishes him off, and all 5 stay alive. That's great, right? After the last round went down to a 1-on-1, everybody staying alive in the next is huge. They can carry across the bonus guns. And this is where things might actually start to get a little bit awkward for G2, because the T side, for everybody, has been a little bit of a problem, unless your name's NiP, of course. So this is where not having Nexa in the server, and I think we've heard that the in-game leading duties are being shared, like NiKo's doing some of it, but I think there's other players contributing here, there, and everywhere. If they get stumped, we might be in some problems. So let's see how the first gun round looks for G2 here. How much of a fight can NiP put up on this bit of a bonus round here? Famous Scout MP9 to meet those 2 M4s, and shots through the smoke from Hampus, not connecting here, getting a little bit sneaky about things. And a spotted one.
You can see the tip of his head. Does take him down to 50, but Hampus going to have a lot of pressure here on his garage position. NiKo working his magic. Hampus hiding in plain sight. Doesn't strike. Amanek instead. Good for an opener. Another one for G2. They were 13-2 in opening duels in that first half.
Oh, he's aware now.
And NiKo continues to rack him up.
23 kills, look at him go.
148 yards. He's kept that consistent into this second half so far.
He can just start to clamp down now on either bomb site here, because NiKo has all this space. He can go up heaven, they can go for a bit of a crunch, or just wait for Rez to walk on in, who has just started to make his way up the heavens. Still plenty of time. Bomb creeping across Secret now. Hunter and Kenny likely to go through ramp here, and if that is the call, NiKo will also have the rotation covered off here, so he's in no rush. Plenty of time about things here. Not even anybody towards the lower side. NiKo calls one top heaven, and they can get a move on. Footsteps starting to be made now.
Yeah, that was lovely info gathering out of NiKo.
He's playing some, like, after the player break, he's come back in looking like the NiKo we all know and love. It's just mental. Like, think about this. I know I'm getting ahead of myself here. We still have another map or 2 of Counter-Strike. We still have to close this one out. But imagine peak level NiKo versus Zywoo banging out some shots tomorrow. Best of 5. That would be one to watch.
Well, yeah, you're right. That just sounds like a complete farm for highlights.
Tasty morsels for everybody.
Yeah, with NiKo in this form, we just saw the form of Zywoo as well. Those deagle rounds, saving them time and time again.
Hamanek might get a kill here if he continues to step on forward. Plopsky only now just starting to run away, so it should be safe. Jakey highlighting that one on the 1s and 2s. And that'll be it. 3 saved. The rifles as well. So the FAMAS, sure, not great, but at least they keep them alive. They can drop a couple of guns. I don't think hampus and Fozy necessarily need the drops. hampus can drop an AWP here, so we can work out a very optimal buy for NiP going forward, but that's a massive kill for Amanek to make. People can get sloppy in those moments, especially when your teammates have taken space. So you got to make sure you're always switched on for those type of peaks, so a really important kill from Amanek there. And yeah, they do get the AWP into Fozy's hand, so this is where we're going to turn our attention to him. Now, massive shoes to fill, right? We're not expecting anything like a device level of performance, but can he hold his own? Does he know how to rotate around the smokes, right? Where are they going to use him? How is he going to fit into this system right now?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. We've already highlighted the discrepancy in terms of the experience of, you know, Kenny to Fozy, but also Device to Fozy in terms of just stats at this tournament alone. He has got such a giant void that he has to come in and try and keep it functional for the NiP boys. This is where we get to see him at his most comfortable. This is his role, this is his weapon, and he's got the call to be made. What's his responsibilities coming into round 20? Full AKs for G2. They've got pace behind them typically, and look at them all lobby. This could be something else.
Yeah, it looks real fast here.
Oh my god, just bursting through. It's a topside test. S-Attag's there, but so is Fozy actually in the feed. S-Attag on the hut. Fozy up close, and they combine. Just the two of them. Plopsky puts the cherry on the top, and that is perfect.
Oh, he's hyped about that one. He's hyped about that one. That's what you like to see. Bringing a bit of fire here to the team, the youngster. The last-minute addition, having some impact, locking him down. Nice stuff right there, 11-9.
That's what I wanted to see, man. They came topside, he still finds impact.
I respect what Kenny did here as well, right? If you are the first guy running on out, you need to be running through that molly and trusting that your fireman isn't too far behind with that big old bucket of water. And he loved it. He loved it. He was getting loud, getting proud. What you want to see here. And it's not like they haven't been playing LANs either, the guys over there in the Academy rosters, because they've been playing at that We Play Academy event, right, where they have been having opportunities to play on the local area network. Now, 2 across Secret here, but the bomb definitely not. Smoke's evaporated, and they've only got 1 left in the hands of Kenny. So now this becomes all about the mid-round here. Kenny doesn't have an AWP to search, and while he has to deal with one on the other side, hampus towards lower is the man to deal with this push. Flashed off. The warning signs are definitely there.
I mean, they have the molly for hampus. It's just a question of how he reacts. So he's going to stick around. He's going to be forced forward. Very brave. NiKo gets exactly what he wanted. And not only an opening kill for the tally, but the round could easily follow because they're so threatening for this top site as well. NiKo's doing so much to try and sell this lower. Like, the ramp player surely going to be getting a bit uncomfortable eventually.
You still need to get that bomb across if they want to go secret, right? So more nades towards lower is going to continue to sell. This nice little lineup for the dark spot from Jax there, but it all seems to be a bit of a ruse. If they turn their attention back towards top, the stack is here ready and waiting from Plopsky and S-Attag.
Yeah, and now they know. Plopsky needed more. Kenny has done a lot with the AK here. And S-Attag, multiple targets, looking for another multi. It's Fozy that delivers. Can he deliver another? This time knocks the shoes off of Jax. At least softens him up for Rez here in the 1v2, but not an easy feat. They're asking a lot of Rez again. Might catch him. He does on the turn. Now an upgrade, and maybe not ready for the hut walk around. Piecing it together now, Rez. 25 bullets in that mag. He certainly knows it's a possibility. NiKo on the reposition. Oh, a head-to-head duel. NiKo's just better. 26 and counting as he's looking to drag G2 towards the grand finals.
Decent round there from Rez, right? He had good awareness, knew that he could only be 2 places, either slip back in towards lobby, was playing behind the bomb box, so process of elimination, and he had his head on a swivel, but just couldn't convert that final kill. And again, Fozy from the heavens. A couple of nice kills there on the way in. He gets instead of the leg shot here on the player up the vent and a kill, okay, different round. Unfortunately, the contribution not completed, but they do get back into a tasty-looking buy. Rifles again, AWP again, kits are there, util as well, and this time hampus looking a little bit late to disrupt that smoke wall. Has dropped a molly to stop them from getting across without a lick of damage. He's actually playing in this.
hampus is another one of those masters of this yard smoke art form, managing so many different angles and catching timings, but oh, there's a lot of info for him.
Well,
he has a whole
down
stampede.
Here. Yep.
And Fozy again gonna have a chance to put his name in the feed. Tight line, it's easy to jiggle. And he's taken a chunk of damage on the retreat. He's not okay, does well to pull the trigger. He takes down Jax, he will fall immediately. Hampus quick to the flank, and they're not ready for res. Trigger disciplines.
Take his time here.
He can. This could be a real red face for Kenny S here.
Knife kill.
Oh, no.
Oh, he got shot by his teammate!
Oh, okay, this is getting awkward, very awkward. They catapult into the site. Rez is dead already, but Hampus is a delight. All the way from Decon, bomb being planted. It is wallbangable, but a quick one out of NiKo. And NiP are going to be tutting their tongues. A weird exchange of events. S-Attack looking to come up clutch. He could. Up to the USP, up to NiKo as he closes yet again. 4 from NiKo Kovac.
That's 30 kills for him now. I can't believe that.
Was that really just an NiP teammate?
It must have been Hampus coming down secret because it was a silent shot.
So we see a lovely opener, and then, yeah, Hampus.
Oh, my Lord. That had to have been it.
It must have been.
That had to have been it. The thing is, he wanted to clear vent because he should have had a free kill in that situation because Kenny didn't even get to that corner at all. And now they're on pistols.
Ugh.
Oh, they stacked ramp, though. They stacked ramp. Everybody's here. Everyone's here.
It could get interesting,
Oh.
especially with shots like that out of Rez. He's given them something to talk about. More delivered now as there's a mass of players. Look at this. Everybody's dropped. Kenny, Jax added to the tally. Only Hunter remains.
They've been given a gift here.
Complete. Christmas has come early, and S-Attack's the last to pick it up. That is a disaster. NiP from the lowest lows to the highest highs. What a contrast.
Can we take a pause for a second? Take a deep breath, because I need to catch up on what's happening here. Rez's shot was great. They think that's it. Jax has already turned his attention, and then they just run in. Yeah, here you go, guys. You want a couple of free AKs? Look at the bodies.
Oh, man, this is an emotional roller coaster for all 10 individuals, and I'm sure that one's going to get right under the skin of NiKo.
Oh, Lordy.
Now it's their turn. Got any more of those 1Ds, NiKo? They look pretty damn tasty earlier.
Yeah, they might need it right now as well. Just quickly recounting the scores, you have at the top of the scoreboard, S-Attack, 21 for him and 20 for Rez. So the two of them dealing some damage. Hampus with 18. The contributors necessary for NiP to make an interesting series happen are here. Oh, you can see Rez pulls the pin, runs away as quick as you like. Doesn't want to get caught out of position right there, but this is now a game. Things are going to start to get very difficult on this T-half, and we spoke about NiKo, you know, being the one here who's going to have to pull them out of certain situations. Well, he's already done it a couple times. How many more does he need to manifest? 3 rounds so far of this T-half. Oh, here's Rez again, looking crispy. We'll make that 3.
Cancel the plans for any 1D spice. And there you have it. Kenny S and his dastardly Deeg deleted. Make it 11 now for the Ninjas. And yeah, this gap is getting competitive. Only 3 we've seen from G2 on this attack so far. A 10-5 half. It's easily replicatable. Replicable, that's the word.
Pick either.
But yeah,
Love these ones.
I mean, every ramp player, you know, it's a pretty boring job.
Yeah.
You deserve those, I think. It's like it's your comeuppance.
Thing is, at ramp, you get told you take one fight and you fall, but sometimes you want to take them all. Now it's pistols again, so
Just the 1 Deeg.
yeah, there's going to be 1 round the difference here. Money truly binned for G2. Looks like the flash set up from Fozy here, and
Hampus' turn to farm.
there's the flash. There's a player close. Now, this doesn't feel like there's problems, really.
I mean, if they lose the M4, yeah, exactly. That was a great little drive-by. Just clotheslines Kenny. And there is support here in both utility and weaponry.
What's he... Oh, okay. I think Hampus thought that maybe one snuck down the vent.
Yeah, it could have been a gap. And, well, NiKo's Deeg. He's scavenged it from Jax and is demonstrating it at maximum capacity.
Amanex picked up the M4 here, and he's also getting boosted on top of Red. So there is an opportunity for a kill onto Fozy if he oversteps the mark. You can see there he's just behind the CT blue. So there's opportunities for fights towards Yard here. There's still plenty of time for this. Looks like they're going to run boost Hunter to be that... Oh!
Changed my mind.
Well, Amanex hasn't.
Committed, yeah, and actually provides the frag onto S-Attack. Now a weird one from Fozy. Oh,
Nice
good
shot.
response. 2 of the 3, but not that man with the weapon, Amanek. 2 frags to his name, but just a tight line. Rez gets the info and then some. 24 for him as he continues to keep counting. 13 though to 12. We've got a very competitive Nuke here.
Yeah, I didn't think this would be happening, especially after how this first half started. It was just absolute domination.
Just
I think
those
at one
pistols,
point
bro.
the scoreline was 10-3, right? It was 10-3, and then the last 2 rounds of the half just went against him. You can see NiKo starting to get a bit frustrated with that in the first 15 rounds of play, but he's been having a great game here. Let's see. What are we looking at as the close?
Probably not ever a fast ramp.
No,
ever again.
Ever again. You two there into the top side. That's a top hut molly.
It's decent. You know, they've heard him. Flashes for the site. This is going to be very simple. Keeping it simple. Flashing in. S attack. Well done. Gets it and gets away. Keeps the attention drawn. A massacre on the top side. Kenny asked to clutch. He had the awareness. He had the first 2. But you can see threat starting to get loud, putting some life into the NiP ranks, and G2 up to their usual antics.
Is the G2 curse like real?
Yeah.
We said we're not superstitious or sarcastic earlier in the tournament, but this is actually really, really worrisome now, because going for a play like that, that tells me you're out of ideas. Like just the top pop, like that's what you do when you have Tech 9s, and it's a half-buy situation. That's not what you do when you're fully gunned to the teeth, right? So they're back down to just a pistol scenario yet again. Amanek with an AK, the rest light on. NiKo already chipped away at. Could be in for a bit of a long series here, and he's down. He is the individual looking for kills. Now, if we go back to the major final, towards Yard, when he was taking space on the T side and getting kills, they were able to convert. Another one through the smoke. It is looking horrible now.
It couldn't really look much worse. I think actually it could, because Amanek might be walking straight into this crossfire, and yeah, Polopsky finishes off the last of the rifles. This becomes 14 in just a moment. Not the knife for the extra sour note.
Oh, come on, Hampus. I thought you were a fun kind of guy.
I just want to win.
And they're just not going B right now, so yeah, you can see his stats. They're good. But are they going to be enough to get them across the line here? I don't think so. And would you believe it? This is the first time out for G2 so far. And we're so many rounds deep into this second half. Swanee could have had an opportunity or two to chip on in a little bit earlier. And that's Swanee, who is the analyst of the team. He's taken over the coaching duties in lieu of old mate Malik no longer being with the team. But at this juncture, you might want to phone a friend, see if you can get Nexter on the phone. Say, listen, mate, we know you're watching. Can you give us a hand? What would you call? Let us know. Use your digits, Nexter.
I'd be very interested to know, you know, at this juncture of the game, what he would have preferred to the fast top. You know, what would he be looking for? You know, he's watching the game.
Listen, that sponge it is. I don't know what I was talking about.
Most of the time, you get the positive reinforcement. Those players seem to think you're on the same track as them.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, the Kenny AWP, is that the answer? Oh, it's a heavy yard fight. They've got 3 out here.
Yeah, but NiKo trying to be the hero. Flashed, burned, alive. Hampus doesn't quit. He's coming straight back to finish the job. NiKo's worming through the smokes as well. Always going to go unchecked.
Oh, dear.
And there's little shadow to betray them. A multi-kill from Hampus. Looking for the Deagle finish. Kenny's missing shots. Hampus isn't. One more. Okay, no scope has kept it interesting.
Oh, Namanek didn't quite make the jump over.
Yeah, and Fozzy's already plucked Kenny from the pack.
This is for 15.
This is essentially for 2 stabs at throwing G2 into a downward spiral. Nuke, one of the more tactically heavy maps. And a last-minute substitution for the Ninjas. Oh my. So game plan, not clear. If you can just get it down. Okay, well now info spotted. Hunter on the cross, but not only a cross, bomb down. Easy retake, some would say. Kits for everyone, even some utility.
Smokes are there as well for this. It is going to be on Amanek. He's on his own. Hunter can't really assist him too much here, and he's pushing forward.
Oh, I love it. I actually love it. There might be a small window when they're going for deep clears. No one can distract, though. He will be cleared, but they're not ready for him. Amanek's made it possible. He's given Hunter something to work with. G2, they're desperate for something to save them. And it could be Hunter. He's shy of the mark on the first. He won't get many more chances. He's hit this, just needs to knock him off the bomb. And he has. I don't know if there's time. Hunter might have done enough. And they just about saved themselves. G2 bailed out of trouble. Was that a 2v4?
Oh, it was.
Amanek, though.
Oh, that push. It was the only maneuver he could have made in that situation.
The audacity to push up like that.
And the fact they were all retaking from the same avenue right here, right? It's not an angle you'd be expecting in this, right? You would expect them to maybe be in dark spot or both carrying, playing back on door. That is a massive round right there.
The shoulder
massive
bait.
round. Whoa, they're not done just yet. They've given themselves an extra lease of life into this one here.
Oh, and NiKo's just been caught out by the same maneuver, but this time with the lethal ramifications gone. And he has been the difference maker. He has been opening rounds for G2 in the few that they've succeeded.
Yeah, well, they needed the rest to step on up in the previous. They need to do it again now. The big man is down. Jack's taking space towards Yard. Very noisy, spotted, and that is a trade right there. They've evened up the playing field, 4-on-4.
You couldn't have asked for more, but Hunter this time immediately hits the floor. Rez responsible. A double kill out of Rez.
Another 2-on-4 required here. This time Jackson Kenny. And they don't have the same territory to work with just yet.
And they're already hunting down Jax. Fozy. Oh, they're both clearing together. There is a...
You must know there was a timing on this.
Surely. Jax hasn't even considered it. He will now.
That's the bomb.
And, well, one of the 4 required of him. Close and personal. Fozy doesn't let those slip. Looking good as well in terms of pulling his weight. Gets the frags he has to. 15-14. We do have a map point for the Ninjas first.
I think I spoke about it in the previous series. It was assists. I forget who it was who was having a bunch of them, but this time Fozy has 8 assists to his name, and Plopsky has 7. So those two right there, not able to finish off the frags, but regardless, they're on 15 first, and just one more. This is this kid's first Tier 1 game in Counter-Strike, brought in as a last-minute replacement. The Fozy signal up in the sky, and he's come running in Stockholm. One more round, and, well, they're pushing.
Oh my god, yeah. But this time Amanek, he's not ready for both of them. He's just committed to the spray, and it leads to their demise. Another dastardly double. Rez gets away with murder. And looks like Hunter's not going to give up without a fight. That could have been it. That really could have been it. But instead, Dust settles into a 3v3. 2 rifles scavenged away as well.
Now, everybody is on the upper deck at this moment. Nobody's rotated towards B just yet, and that could be the avenue.
Yo, the
G2 opt
reaggress.
for. It's the AWP as well here, NiKo. Oh, the quick change!
Oh, it could have cost him his life. He's still
Saw the foot!
He knows he's coming. Committed to the line. NiKo can't move. Looking for a battle of wits with the rookie. And jumps into his jaws. Fozy with his reaggress. That is good signs from the young'un. But the bomb site lost again. Can Hunter and Kenny force us into overtime? Or will Esatag and Fozy, the 2 new names, finish this in regulation? Playing with the door, playing with the Q. They know it's likely ramp. And that was, maybe info. I think Fozy may have got the info. No, he's not got it yet. And a quick tap out of Hunter, the Kovac special, looking to push OT. Very light on time now, Esatag, and that's the end of that. We go again. MR3 required to separate them. And I'm sure a couple of stern words to be exchanged on both sides. We'll take a quick break. When we do come back, we'll be getting into our overtime.
He's there. Out.
One bullet. Nice! Off lab.
Hey Future Pros! Took the private jet to Nuke today to give you a flash for the A-side. This flash will help your team greatly. First, make sure you shoot out this window. To do this,
Stones in a helpful hand, broken bones in a bloodstained flag. Open road
$16,000 for everyone in this server as we get ready to separate G2 and NiP.
Got Nexter on the line, called him up, heard from the horse's mouth. Hey, Sponge, when the game is tight like this, I usually go for the famous Kovac go kill strat. The good thing about this one is that it works even if I'm not there.
Yep, certainly.
So I think a bit more of that necessary here as we do get underway with the overtime.
Well, we've had Hunter's clutches, we've had NiKo doing NiKo things. They'll just have to do a bit more of it, because clearly wasn't enough. 5 AKs off the break, T-start for G2, nades down the nose as NiKo continues his project for late yard.
It really started to target him, right? The hampus plays, the pop flash setups that they were doing to disrupt his crawls, and hampus now, instead of taking the fight, is going to take his time down towards Secret, and this is the perfect play as the Secret wall smokes are being lined on up, sailing through the sky, and, well, hampus here can deny this with a one-way. He's taking the fight. What is going on?
I don't know how he gets the confidence on that. He saw the wall, he heard the wall, and opted to fight, ready for Kenny on silo.
As soon as he takes any contact here, he can drop the smoke, right? He can deny this on his lonesome right now.
But he wants to fight. A flash, an incendiary from his teammate to cover him, and again, NiKo's plans are foiled. Look at him go. Hampus, he's so clinical. The doctor NiP need. The remedy provided for making an ace. Hampus shuts it down in the first round of overtime.
First round of overtime ace. That's full guns, guys.
That was everything.
That's you just had 2 minutes during the ad break to decide what strategy you were going to throw their way, and Hampus does that.
I'm serious when I say it. I mean, Hampus, you can't be the leader and their best player all wrapped into one.
Apparently you can.
Yeah,
He
never
begs to
mind.
differ.
He is just solving all of the crises NiP find themselves in. Look at him go.
But this is the reason, if Hampus is being such a nuisance towards yard, right? If Hampus has been such, you can't do the top hits, where are you going to go? You're running out of options.
We've already
guys.
decided we're not going ramp again.
Yeah, well, that was almost the beginning of the end.
Whoa,
That
man.
round is going to come back to bite them. It looks like they want to go for a similar play here. So Smoke's being lined up again. Amanek being called all the way back towards the back of spawn. And here we go again.
But they're coming into familiar terrain. Fozy Molotov'd out, but playing for the info, prioritizing that, and it makes sense considering no one's home. So Esatag hasn't budged.
Massive gap in the smokes as well. I think they know this one's coming.
No doubt. I mean, Esatag, it's going to be a quick reaction shot out of him. Plopsky with that lovely, powerful position. Ooh, just waiting. Amanek, patience. It's a virtue, and it's rewarded him an entry into the site. Maybe more. Hampus, next victim. Plopsky, a lot on his plate. Res from behind will force them
Didn't get
forward.
hurt.
Hez didn't turn. Yeah, no hurt on the silencer. 2v2 though. And Fozy, oh, quick one. Has put NiKo into a clutch. Looking great for the Ninjas now. Trying to bait him in. Rez is holding that smoke, so firing off an orb shot, hoping NiKo can try and catch him, and Rez is ready. Team play as well. They'll make it 17, and they must be riding quite the high after G2 have come in from a 10-5 start, now staring at a 17-15.
Yeah, they were up 10-3. I'll remind you again, that first half was going great for them, and this round was going great for them as well. Amanek gets a double entry kill. Right, this guy here just 2 kills to open up the A-bomb site.
And then
They were unable to convert. Look how weird it all got. The molly back sight for Plopsky's position. He can only play just to the edge of that silo. Manages to get 2 out of that. Really turning up the heat here, and now NiKo's starting to fumble his movement, so frustration at an all-time high. There's gaps in the smokes, there's problems everywhere, and they're down again. Jax to the AWP. NiKo from top silo is able to get something done, but it's all falling apart again. Look at Plopsky go!
oh, the silencer, look at that.
The
Amanek,
Julies!
he truly had no idea. The Julies mid-round as well.
This is a 3-0.
Yeah, unless Kovac go kill, right?
Well, a 1-on-3. Let's wait and see. I don't think he's got too much to say about this.
No, I think he's lucky to have even gotten away with that. He's closed the door. They know exactly where he
Flames
is. There's
everywhere.
flames on one side, smoke on the other. Oh, Hunter, it's a nice molly, but somehow I need you to win this duel. And he has. Gets interesting for a second. Playing it so smart. Avoid the nade. Oh, he can't. And finished off. Rez will secure it. We've got a spotless defense. They've thrown the gauntlet down, and G2 have to match it.
Oh dear, we knew that there could be issues just with manifesting rounds through the T side here for G2, but this is something else. They're going to have to do exactly that back. 3 flawless CT rounds. Now, if you look at the first and the start of that first half, yeah, easy, 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 easy. No qualms in that regard, but this team is starting to get a little bit tilty now.
Oh, good energy. Good energy.
Oh, dear. Okay, double AWPs immediately out the gate for the CT side. How is that the mix-up they've been looking for? NiKo.
I don't hate it.
Oh, I don't love it.
NiKo stood on this and immediately ahead of the wall of smokes pops. He pops Hampus's clogs. Nice delay of the incendiary. Now, there should still be time on that wall. It's not like the project's foiled, but just delayed. Fozy demonstrates. Closing now, fading as he looks for the frag, and Fozy's bested him. Quick as this, he's taking space. He's actually leading the charge into this lower site.
He's holding his own here today.
He is, really impressive. 9 assists as well, so a lot of that extra damage is unaccounted for.
It's going to get clunky here. The hero of NiKo is down, and they're pushing lobby. That was the key to success for them. Tag ready for this and finds the first.
He learned from Amanek. Same ang, same result. Jax is lucky to have gotten away with that. Amanek from the low site, needed both of them.
2v2.
He's been kept honest. Now where's that bomb? It's on the back of Plopsky. Descending the vent, Fozy was right to concern himself with it. He's missed him. Bomb planted. Kenny all the way detached. It's very, very separate engagements now, but Kenny's won his duel.
1-on-2 to win the game.
Oh, so much extra pressure. He's assuming they haven't come down vents yet, though. They've passed each other, but still a chance here for Fozy.
I have no idea where he is.
Yeah, and time's ticking. Has he got it?
It's a very open
Wonder if he's
plan
ironed
here.
out his wallbang. There is a wallbang perfect for this spot. Especially with the AWP, it could be enough.
Jax's position here should have won the round once the door swings open. And there it is. Okay, well, they mop it up, but only just. That one got close. Whew, okay, 2 more of those necessary, and G2 just get across the line with that one there. They retain this double AWP setup. They would have been able to do so with where overtime leaves us anyway. But this is not going to be easy. It's double OT required here for G2, or just 1 round, and hampus gets the call outside of the box, right? The fact is, when you have somebody come in that is a stand-in, you can call something very, very different. You don't need to stick to the script, right? You get to play a bit of rough around the edges Counter-Strike.
And as that starts to work, it's Pandora's box. It's horrible for G2, not knowing what's coming next. And, well, a headshot straight across the face. Kenny takes a bullet between the eyes. It does keep level as Rez fell. Amanek was still there in the place to keep things in place.
Amanek's done a great job with some of these kills, right? They may be isolated here, there, and everywhere, but he's done a really good job. Just some handy frags across the map for him. But if he peeks again, the AWP is waiting. Directly that smoke spotted. Amanek, look at this. Not only did he stop them from pushing on through, he has denied them and likely sent them packing elsewhere here. Still so much time on the clock. No other map control just yet.
That's about to change. Smoke sail through the sky.
That's a front
and the
sweep
sky light.
smoke.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like a bit of a ruse here, so back towards ramp they go again. Amanek has no help here. Jax and Hunter are committed to top, and Amanek's actually floated down towards the lower side of things, so they're actually worried about a vent drop. That smoke has done exactly what it needed to do.
It's only going to be reinforced now if the first contact is somewhere else. Look at Plopsky.
It's heaven. NiKo's here in time. But is he considering it?
He's still worried about Yard. This is it. This is the frag. NiKo, now he's aware. Plucks hampus. And a second spotted. That's the bomb as well. Tucking in. Calling for aid. They've only got 25 seconds here. NiP twiddling their thumbs. A bait and a frag. Suddenly things get interesting. Flying up the ladder. If they can only isolate. Hunter's gone. Jax's back is turned. Eliminated now. 1 frag away from NiP taking G2's pick here in the semi. An incredible recovery. 10-3, the score at 1 point. We'll call it 19-16. NiP break down G2.